a fast video today about a really important subject that we talk about with our investor clients quite a bit. This is a joint venture matter and the dangers that you face when you do these joint ventures, how to protect yourself. Today, specifically, we had a matter where the client wants to joint venture with a rehabber on a house, and it looked like there was a lot of equity in the property, etc. So we talked about how to document that joint venture agreement and ultimately came up with just a note and a mortgage and a personal guarantee because the property is titled in the name of the rehabbers LLC. And so it seemed kind of like a straightforward deal, but the first thing we did, of course, was pull title. And when we did that, we found that there was already two mortgages on the property, right? Red flag, a couple little red flags. But the amount wasn't so high that you didn't think you could get over it. It was, 30, 40,000 on the first one and 30 or so on the second. So there ought to have been plenty of equity for our client's loan. But then there was a note in the title work regarding a judgment and a mechanic's lien. Well, the judgment information from the title company was a little bit incomplete. And so we were digging further on the research on it. And literally a week ago, the court ruled on that judgment and gave a final ruling. And there was actually treble damages on that judgment. So the judgment for that joint venture partner, also, this would be the fourth joint venture partner on this one property that this guy was using. He just kept doing deal after deal after deal, and he defaulted on him, and the judgment amount was almost $100,000. So if our client had loaned that money or entered into a JV with this guy, the collateral's probably underwater for sure, or almost. But certainly it's not a good deal, and it's not a good business partner to be in with, where somebody has had multiple transactions that were the same representation by the rehabber, and none of these were disclosed to my client, right? So when we got the deal, the fact pattern was joint venture, lots of equity, personal guarantee, no problem, made a lot of improvements to this property. So really a lot of, there's a lot of bad facts that you uncover when you do your due diligence. So as you are looking at projects and considering a joint venture, so to speak, there's a lot of ways to do that deal. It may not be what we recommended on this case because we do it several different ways, but you do have to do your due diligence. That's where the title company comes into play. And not just a title commitment that's coming back, but actually reading through it, understanding every aspect of it, and then diving in a little bit further so that you know what really happened and what kind of person is on the other side of your transaction, whether you can count on them for a successful deal or not. This case, we, of course, recommend our client just walk away from this deal. She's got a little bit of money in due diligence, but saved herself because there's no way that rehabber is going to either complete the work or get anybody paid off. He's lost all of his equity in this project already by all these other mortgages and the judgment. And he appeared sometimes in court, sometimes he didn't. These type of people are unreliable in the way they conduct their business. So when you start to see that pattern, you have to really be careful, be very careful. So we're here to help you. We're here to defend your territory. That's our slogan. We love to do that. And give us a call when you need your next project evaluated.